To have myself on here. Thing. A moment. Can y'all hear me? What is going on? I'm not sure. Hold on. What is going on? Hello?
I see you.
I can hear you now. So hopefully I'm about to come in. I'm not sure what's going on.
I see you now too.
Okay, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. I apologize. I'm not sure. That has never happened. And I'm like, nobody's on anything in here. How are you doing today?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm great. Guys, thank you so much for your patience, technical difficulties, but thank you for joining us on this segment of What's Going On. I'm always super excited to see who I get to know for just a few minutes. So I really appreciate you just stopping in for a moment just to talk to us today. So how are you doing?
Well, it's been a whirlwind because I just got off from a beautiful staged reading with wonderful Broadway actors and dancers and students of mine. We did this beginning of a musical of Bessie Coleman. You know who Bessie Coleman is?
I do. Thank God.
But not many people know who Bessie Coleman
Right.
is. And, you know, she is the really first Black female pilot. So there is a musical being developed about her, and we have just like the most beautiful songs and this script. And so it's just at the beginning stages.
Okay.
It's exciting to kind of be in process and in development. So I just came off from a week of that.
Okay. Gotcha.
And dancing, and I am here with you now.
So, because I was like, wait a minute, I thought that said it wasn't until next May. So you're saying you guys are at the beginning process of developing. So it's no longer in development. Now you guys are putting it into implementation.
No, it's now like development stage 1, and now development stage 2. And this was, you know, through Firebrand Productions in Canada and Drew University coming together to create an experience for Drew students, as well as like this is a professional reading with actors that are on Broadway. Tara Jackson in Hadestown, Blackman, who won a Tony, Bo Dixon, who wrote the script. It's just like heavy hitters. It's
okay. Really. And what are you doing? What part do you play in that?
I was helping to choreograph
That's what I was looking for.
again, so it's not the full production, it's just a reading. So the movement is at choice moments, and we, focused more on the songs that are lovely and the script. And so then second go round, we will add in more of the blocking and movement.
And you mentioned your students, so Drew University, because that is where you currently are a professor, correct?
Correct. A
Okay.
professor of dance.
Right. And it says you're the director of the dance.
And yes.
Yeah, okay.
So it's director of the dance department. I also have a show a semester. So we have then director of the shows. Hello, there it goes. It's like the underline, like when you see the news, it goes by.
Right.
But it is such what I consider myself at Drew is I'm all things dance.
Okay.
So, and my goal is to get everybody moving and dancing.
That sounds good. I mean, because when you're moving and dancing, it just makes you smile. If not smile, laugh at yourself or something, and you're moving.
Yes, it transforms energy, whatever it is, a transformation moment.
That part right there.
Yes.
So what are your responsibilities as dance professor at Drew University?
So I am responsible for creating courses, teaching courses, bringing in professional talents to teach other courses, to kind of give my students a full experience of not only the technique of various dance forms, but also history and the professional world. So we have connections. We've worked with Brooklyn Academy of Music, which is a great arts institution in Brooklyn. So again, we have kind of just pulling from all areas of the dance world and creating an experience for my students.
Now I've seen that you brought BAM. I guess that's what you guys call it, BAM. I like
BAM.
BAM. So, so it looks like you. It says that you have dance residencies there. Does that mean you? Is that classes that you're giving to the students there outside of Drew University?
Yes. So we have a partnership with BAM, Drew University, and I also teach in conjunction with Dance Africa, which is happening this weekend at BAM. So if you are anywhere near Brooklyn, please go see. Dance Africa is phenomenal.
I bet.
Yes.
I'm in Oklahoma City, so I can't be there, but I bet. Oh my goodness.
Well, whatever you can catch, it's worth it, because the country that we are focusing on this year is Cameroon. And it is just an honor always to be able to receive knowledge and share with students from all over the city.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's got to be, that has to feel good. What is the age groups for those students there? Is that just school age, or what are the ages?
So I would say from kindergarten to high school. So we have, it's the full range, depending on, we have residencies that can be 14 weeks, and we have kind of workshops that can come in and be 1 or 2 to prepare them to see the show at Brooklyn Academy of Music.
Is it in certain areas of Brooklyn, or is it just to is it the students? That's right. It's the students that are there.
And it's throughout the city. It could be anywhere from Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens. So it could be any class anywhere. They just have to sign up through the education department that Ava Kinsey is responsible for.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. I just love that I know these names that you're throwing out there, That's awesome that you have that way of giving back and being able to see it up close and personal with the young people, because art is so important. I'm one of those people that think that art is everything. I love athletics too, but just art and athletics, both, whatever your passion is, if you can get to it and you can reach it and see it, then you can achieve it just a little bit easier if it's just right there. So I appreciate that you step out and do those types of things. That's awesome. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
no, I completely agree with you because having the opportunity to teach from K through 12 and
Yeah.
then higher ed, having this opportunity to move with all these age groups and seeing the beautiful things that happen within this
Yeah.
movement experience. It is truly a blessing to be able to be there to witness and guide, but it is also, I feel, such an important, crucial part of the learning that when we
Mhm.
don't have the access to move and
Mhm.
then kind of create a kinesthetic experience, it doesn't allow the body to fully kind of, you drop into your body. It
Mhm.
allows information to be kind of resourced and brought to a deeper level. So I just think so much can be with the arts, with dance.
Right.
So I
I
agree.
agree. How do students who do not go into dance careers benefit from taking dance courses in college?
Well, there are so many, ways to go. You can either be kind of those that appreciate, right, from the audience, or you can be backstage, stage manager, assistant stage manager.
Mm.
You can assist through company manager. There are just so many ways. Teaching artist. Um, and then, of course, in front where you are an actual performer, choreographer.
Mm.
There are just so many ways to be involved in the arts that don't necessarily mean that you are dancing in front of the curtain or in a company, right?
Good,
So
right.
just
Yeah.
and it teaches so much about life that if I've gone and taken all these dance classes, that also helps to prepare me for a life in whatever I decide to do because
Right.
of the technique and the organization and the determination and the practice and just there's so
Discipline.
much discipline.
Yes,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
that, yes, yes. Um, how is social justice at the core of your craft?
It's always been. And I'll kind of jump forward into closer to what is driving one of my projects because I am kind of multi-project person. Um, but I have a collaborator named Daniel Burkholder, and he and I have this beautiful project called Embodied Truth: Finding Ways to Move Together, which looks at parenting through the lens of race and gender. And in that, we have we have kind of brought our stories as parents, and we went to undergrad together. So we have grown up through this dance world. We also went to graduate school together. So not only undergrad, but graduate school. And we then became parents. He has a little older daughter, and I have a son. And so through raising them, we were look at the similarities and look at the differences. I'm raising a brown boy, he's raising a white daughter. And so, just like talking about things, we realized there is something here that we want to develop. And so we've developed this beautiful project around that parenting and
Oh, wow.
stories of raising our children and how, as artists, how that is. And we've kind of traveled around nationally as well as internationally. We just last year went to Lebanon, and
Oh,
it was
wow.
such a beautiful experience to be able to share our embodied truth with them, professional dancers and parents and students of all ages. You don't only have to be parents because you are parented or you are
Mhm.
a parent.
Right,
And
right.
creating the stories around that community is created and beautiful work has come from it.
I bet that sounds amazing. Looks like you done did a lot of traveling. You said Lebanon, but you've been to quite a few places. Let's see.
I can tell you.
Tell me the countries that you've been to.
Okay, so Ghana
Ghana,
in
that's the one.
West Africa, for Panafest, and that was an incredible honor that I got to dance in this international festival there, with Harambe Dance Company, which was an African dance company. I went to Russia, Yaroslavl, with Andrea Woods Valdez, Dr. Andrea Woods Valdez, and that was an amazing, another international festival on the Volga, I think, is what it was called. But just again, like, it is such an honor to be able to travel through your art.
Right.
And it's the connection of like,
I love
I'm
that.
moving with communities in all these places. Greece was another amazing. I went with a blues um, singing group, and I got to sing with them and dance.
Right.
So, and then Lima, Peru, where I was there for about a year and a half and producing, uh, choreographing, teaching, and performing.
That's what stage have you been on where you were like, oh my goodness, I cannot believe I'm on this stage right now. Like, I just can't even believe it.
Well, it happens for me all the time, but it also makes me think of summer stage that I love so much. Here, summer stage is an outdoor summer festival
Festival type thing.
in
Okay.
Central Park, and
Oh,
it's a big stage where like Diana Ross performed and all
yes.
these other, right, big, big, big. And so being there felt like wow, and that was with Ashe Dance Collective, and they run by Adia, who is just an amazing choreographer. So I was with her on stage. Amazing.
That was gonna leads me to my next question. Who are some of the Black women or men that have inspired you along the way?
Ooh, so with this question, I, like to think of those who have come before me and who I stand on their shoulders, right? So
Mhm.
ancestors for me, Pearl Primus, and even though not a dancer, Zora Neale Hurston,
Mhm.
because her words,
Yeah,
I saw movement and colors, and it just took me to a whole other level in high school.
right.
Um,
Yeah, I can
of
see that.
course, Pearl Primus, Catherine Dunham, like two, mm, mm. And there are so many amazing women and men like Diane McIntyre. I'm going to name some people, that Cynthia Oliver, who I have, who is a dear friend and such a force in the
Mhm.
dance world. Um, there are just so many, but I recommend Black Dance Stories, which is an online. At the time during COVID, we created this online presence to connect Black creatives, mainly the Black dance community. And I worked with Charmaine Warren to create that. And now, post COVID, we are kind of bringing it into theater spaces, working with 651 and Arts, which is a Brooklyn Black producing company. So just, I highly recommend. There are so many people that we interviewed that I am like hugely, they would be on the list.
Gotcha. I got you. That's awesome that you guys created that, and it's going. So it's like a community that you can just
Well,
tap into.
yes, and anyone. I mean, you
Anyone.
can access it on YouTube.
Okay, say the name of that one more time so I can type it in.
Black Dance Stories. And it's such a wonderful resource for anyone who teaches dance, for anyone who is interested in Black dance, because
Mhm.
it highlights, celebrates, and uplifts Black creatives.
I'm just typing up. I love that. I want to go back myself. So that's what I'm like,
Please,
that sounds
please do check it
awesome.
out. And let me know, please, because maybe we can get Charmaine to come on and have her talk about Black dance stories, because it is truly a gift.
Definitely, definitely. That sounds amazing. Again, just another way that you can have accessible to resources that you would never know about. But
Correct.
due to technology and the blessing of COVID, because there was some blessings that came out of COVID, because of things like that, everybody brainstorming and thinking of different things. So, yes, definitely.
And
Put the link in there. Thank you so much.
oh, you're
Okay.
welcome. I also just want to add to that is that our stories are not necessarily told. So it's necessary to make it accessible and to have people, right, see, wow,
Mhm.
I didn't know that, but it's
Yeah,
out there now. So
that's
I
good.
hope people can access that
That's
information.
good. That's real good. Um, I think that is it for me. Let me see if I have anything else that I came up with. Hold on, because I wanted to make sure I hit everything. Looks like you've gotten quite a few accolades. Um,
Oh, thank you.
I know that you don't do it for accolades, but
No, I
a
don't.
Drew Center for Civic Engagement Faculty Leadership Award in 2021 was one of them. So that says a lot, because not only are you doing things, but you actually are winning awards. So you're doing a great job. And a
Yeah,
lot of times,
thank
Black
you.
women, we don't really feel so appreciated. So I love the fact that I was able to read that you have been appreciated. Um, by your peers. And so that's awesome. I wanted to just mention that. That's all.
Oh, thank you.
Uh, what beside now, I know going back to what we were discussing at the very beginning, the production that you guys are putting together, is it going to be it says something about May. Is that May of next year that you guys are be finished, or this year?
It just happened this like last Monday to this past Saturday. We were in kind of process, and
Okay.
Lisa Brunner, my Drew colleague, she is the dramaturg for this production. So
Okay.
she is kind of responsible for like the historical aspects and making sure how the script is coming together. And, just again, it's in development. So
Okay.
it is just exciting to be in the room
I
while
bet.
this is being created, hearing songs for the first time,
Yeah.
adding movement elements that will, accentuate the words. That's my sweet spot. I love working
Yeah.
with playwrights.
Well, and then just the process, and it sounds like you're enjoying the process. Because
Yes,
a lot of times we don't take the time. We're so busy working, we won't just sit there and enjoy the process itself. So that's a good thing.
yes,
I love
yes.
that. Is there anything else that you wanted to mention before I let you go?
Well, I hope that if anyone is interested in coming to check out Drew University, that we have a beautiful theater and dance department, right? That we have theater and dance majors and a dance minor if people want to just focus solely on a dance minor. Um, it is a wonderful opportunity to study and be so close to the city where we have access to professionals that come and visit, or that we actually go to them. And it is a way that, since it's a small university, that you get the individual attention. And I am so honored to be a part of this faculty that goes above and beyond for their students, like really looking to set them up for future.
Right. When you say a small university, what is the number? Populate the student. population?
Oh, I believe it is something like, oh, I know I'm going to say it wrong. Maybe 3,000,
Okay.
something like 1,500 to 3,000, because numbers have changed. But it is a small university. We call it the University in the Forest, and it's such a beautiful campus. So if you're ever in Madison, New Jersey,
That's what I was about to say.
let me know. And I got you for any type of show that's going on. You come as my guest.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna take you up on that. What I will do is just go on the website and see what show I want to go see, and I will just schedule a trip. Me and a good friend of mine. We will do that. I want to see your work. You are so passionate. So I appreciate the invite, and I'm gonna take you up on that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Anytime.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. Thank you so much. It's Kimani, right? Am I saying that right?
Kimani, yes.
Kimani. Okay. I was like, I do not want to mess up her name.
You're fine. Thank you so much. It is such a pleasure to share with you. Anytime I get to share about dance, that makes me happy.
Well, I love it. I can't wait to take a look at this Black Stories, Black Dance Stories. I'm gonna check that out, and I'll
Yes.
probably repost that because it just sounds amazing.
Yes,
But
please.
thank you for all that you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Especially as a mom, keep doing what you're doing.
I
All right.
need that. Thank you.
Yes. All right. You have a blessed night.
Okay, you too.
Thanks. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being a part of the show today. We really appreciate it. Hey, go ahead and check out Black Dance Stories. I know I am. And I do have Kimani's information in right down there. So if you want to check her out online, I got her Facebook information, her Instagram information, and check out Drew University. I'm gonna check it out. I'm definitely gonna look up some shows and see when I can get out that way because I want to get on the East Coast and I've never been to New Jersey. So I'm going to take her right up on that. Okay. All right, you guys have a blessed day. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. And tune in to Under Construction with LaRhonda Marie on Thursday starting back this June. Y'all have a blessed evening.